Okay, we're back. I'm your host, Paco. Again, you're listening to Occupy the Media. And we're talking to Chris Davis, running for 33rd Congressional District in California. And you with me, Chris?
Yep.
Okay, and I was asking you before we left, and you're going to finish off what was wrong with Obamacare.
Yeah, I would focus on the mandate. I mean, that just shows you the philosophy that these people have. They want to force everyone into their system. And I think the obvious fact, I mean, I've talked with doctors who tell me that, yeah, this is going to reduce quality. You're going to end up with rationed care. There's not enough doctors to make this kind of program work. And it almost seems like the people who pass this, it's like they don't even care about that. It's like they just see this as a stepping stone to single payer, and that any problems with this legislation, they're going to blame it on the Republicans, or they'll blame it on whatever, or they'll blame it on they didn't get everything that they wanted in that first bill, so we need to continue along the path to single payer. It's a terrible nightmare trying to reorganize 1/6 of the American economy in a statist direction. So I would want to definitely walk back from that.
I totally agree. I'm all for alternative health care too, and I don't want the government telling me I got to take my daughter here to get shots, or I got to take this type of medicine. So I agree totally. We need to get rid of Obamacare as soon as possible. Now, in your district and just in California in general, one big thing is medical marijuana. And what is your position on that? And also, how do you feel about the feds that are coming into our local shops and raiding them?
Yeah, I'm definitely a 10th Amendment guy. I think it's terrible that you have the DEA thinking that it can overrule the state of California in that regard. But I mean, the bright side of that is you actually do have an issue where California is, kind of feeling the need to assert its sovereignty, its power over and above the federal government. So, but I definitely want medical marijuana to be legal. I want hemp to be legal. I think that we're spending so much money locking up patients that is, a travesty. So definitely would support legalizing that.
And same thing when it comes to like certain foods and like drinking raw milk and things like that.
Of course, yeah. I don't think the government should be regulating you to protect you from making individual decisions. They don't regulate you, drinking alcohol or smoking cigarettes. They shouldn't do it for raw milk or any of this other stuff.
Okay. Now, I understand you do have, I think you have a debate coming up soon. Is that correct?
We have a debate this Thursday, April 5th, from 6 to 8 p.m. at Santa Monica College. We're going to be putting up the room number and all that stuff on our Facebook page. If you search for Christopher David 2012, you'll see the debate info there. So yeah, that's going to be real fun. I think all of the candidates in my race, except for Henry Waxman, of course, are going to be there. There are 7 people other than Waxman. It's me, 3 other Democrats, 2 third parties, and 1 independent. So it'll be fun to see.
Anything you want to tell your listeners anything about Henry Waxman, like why it is you'd be a better candidate than him? I know he's a Democrat, and I think you were saying he's part of the spending problem. He's been doing a lot of spending in office.
My main line of attack is simply that he's been there since 1974.
Wow.
He's a 37-year incumbent running for his 20th term, and anything that you care about in America, whether it's civil liberties or not going to war so carelessly, pick anything that you care about that has declined in the past 37 years, and I'm going to be pinning that on Henry Waxman. Add to that the fact also that while Henry Waxman was voting to authorize the Iraq War, I was in the streets protesting against it. And if you're going to want someone to make a smart decision about potentially going to war with Iran, Waxman has shown that he's willing to just rubber stamp whatever the prevailing opinion is about that. So, yeah, Waxman's a big spender. He's a rubber stamp for Obama. And I just think that we and people realize that we need something different than just continuing to reelect the same incumbents who are driving the country into the ground.
Well, that's great, man. I'm trying to get as many Ron Paul supporters that are running for office. I think I got 2 more coming up this week. So, yeah, man, you know any other ones that are running, to get them on the show, keep pushing you guys out there. I'm in the area in Pasadena trying to get Jenny in office. So I definitely want to, whenever we're doing Ron Paul, waving signs or anything, if you guys have signs, material, we definitely want to promote your name too, and Jenny. Now, anything else? 'Cause I know we're coming up to the end of the show now. Anything else you'd like to tell our listeners that may be in your district or how they can reach you?
Yeah, I'd say, as far as reaching me, check out my website at ChristopherDavid2012.com. We've got a pretty exciting volunteer program we just launched that's at our grassroots website, which is millennialsrising.org. We're trying to do a lot of youth-specific organizing. I am 25 years old, and I want to definitely use this candidacy as a vehicle for organizing the youth, bringing more youth around to the ideas of Ron Paul and getting them into the political office. One thing I'll say about the whole Occupy the Media thing is if people in California or nationwide haven't heard of Rick Williams, he's my friend and business partner who is running for U.S. Senate here in California. Rick was instrumental in Break the Matrix in the early days, and now he and I work together on this grassroots-oriented, liberty-oriented media company called Revolut Times that we're going to be doing a lot more with throughout the course of this election, kind of publishing some interesting, opposition research and attack articles on there. But, that's intended to be an institution, a media institution that will eventually be able to compete with kind of Huffington Post and those kind of things, getting to the point where we can have our own media and we don't need to keep just griping about the current media. We can actually become the media.
Exactly, and that's what I'm about both. I'm about becoming it, and I'm about exposing what we do already have there, because unfortunately, I don't know if you heard earlier in the show, like I was saying, the disrespect that they're showing Ron Paul is just amazing. I mean, Bob Schaefer, I don't know if you saw the interview yesterday. Oh, come on, Ron Paul, you don't have no chance at all at winning. I mean, it's just like, I don't know. For me, I just be ready to go crazy, man. I'll be watching my TV, like, just getting so upset because Ron Paul just stays a gentleman, and I'm just sitting there like, how do you do it? Because if it was me, you know what I'm saying, I would have been flipped out by now. But, any links that you have, when you start writing them articles, I would love to report them. If you can get your friend to let him know that I would love to have him on the show, and whatever we can do. I also know that you were also helping out with the phone bank at the L.A. Liberty headquarters, right?
Yeah, we set that up back in December. We found some office space and just kind of got people starting to come around. We'd have debate watch parties, and it's at the point now where we've got a really great 22 phone bank in there making calls for Ron Paul. So definitely, if you're in the LA area, go to lalibertyhq.org. You can get the address. We've got people in there every day from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Making calls for Ron Paul and using that as a staging area for kind of liberty activism within the area. We got people going out doing tabling, registering for Ron Paul. Ron Paul is going to be coming, as you know, Ron Paul's coming here to UCLA this Wednesday, and they're going to start being more active in California. So it's important we get organized.
Yeah, I need to check about carpool for that. I think my girl actually has to work. But that's great. And so, Chris, I just want to let you know, man, anytime you want to come on the show, any events you want to promote, send it to me, anything at all that I can do to help your candidacy. Because, like I said, I really would love to have a Ron Paul supporter be in my district, Jenny's district, and even close in your district. I think that would be great, and that would be something that we can, a little bit of bragging rights, something to be excited about. So I just want to let you know, anytime you want to come on, man, you just let me know, and you're free to come on.
All right, will do, Paco. I appreciate that. And I'll tell Rick today. I'm sure he'll love to come on your show this week sometime.
Yeah, just hit me up on Facebook, and we'll take care of all of it.
All right, Paco. Thanks.
All right, Chris, you have a good day, man. Thanks.
You too. Take care.
All right, and that is Christopher Davis, again, running for